yeah, okay. Welcome to our YouTube channel. We have food now. We cook things.
This is gonna be so much cutting happening. We're gonna have just bloopers for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
I cannot concentrate at the moment.
I
My
can't-
leaves are falling.
I can't either. Take a drink. It's fine. We're gonna cook because we like to cook. That's like all we do.
And now we talk about it.
And we talk about food constantly.
We get weirdly excited about food.
Yeah, so we thought we would share our excitement about food with the world. And vegan food. Specifically, vegan food. Hey, how about, I have an idea. Would you like to start welcome to our YouTube channel?
Oh,
And now she's hiding. I'm alone now. We've lost Happy Beets.
These are down. Oh my goodness. Okay, hi. So,
I think we should
what
stop
are we
it.
gonna make today?
I think we should stop it and regroup. Can you stop it? Ready? Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Hi. This is Marta from Happy Beets.
Hi, this is Melissa from Marta and Melissa.
Hi. We're gonna make Buddha bowls today because why not make some Buddha bowls? It's delicious. So, okay, we're gonna get started. Buddha bowls. Quinoa.
We have quinoa. However you spell it. We're gonna roast some nuts.
Yeah.
Walnuts. Some avocados. A lemon for the dressing. We have mustard for the dressing. Maple syrup. We have spinach. Did you say spinach already?
No.
Okay. Bell pepper.
Carrots. I've got some coriander. So should we try and define a Buddha bowl? Like what is your definition of Buddha bowl? Pretty much anything chucked into a bowl with some quinoa, right? And a sauce?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything.
Just anything you've got.
You have a bowl?
I have a bowl. Yeah, we have a bowl.
You have a bowl. So you're gonna layer food in a nice order so it looks pretty as well.
Put it
It's
in
good
sauce.
for the eyes
Yes.
and for your body.
And put in a sauce, and then you're good to go. And whatever you've got.
We just put boiling water and quinoa in a pan and now we're gonna put it on heat.
Yeah.
So I have a dry pan and I'm not gonna use any oil and there's still some liquid in the chickpeas, but it's okay. I'm also gonna add, it's a barbecue mix. It's really nice.
Yeah. Ooh, that is really nice.
It's good on top of.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Chickpeas are for the protein, so you can use any other beans. You can use tofu, tempeh, marinated. Right? So it's
marinated
like
tempeh is
something with
delicious.
protein on it.
Yeah.
So it's always edamame. What are you drinking?
This is a beer.
Cheers.
I'm not ashamed of the fact that I'm drinking beer right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm drinking tea.
I'm not driving. Woo! You have Buddha bowls in here.
Okay,
No,
are you
no,
cutting carrots?
that didn't
Great.
happen.
What I'm doing?
How about cucumber? Should we talk about why we decided to cut meat out of our diet?
Sure.
Okay. Mine was a really gradual change. I know yours was like sudden. You just kind of decided, hey, I'm vegan now, which is so awesome. I did not. I discovered that I'm lactose intolerant a while ago, and that's what was making me sick all the time. So I started out with cutting out dairy from my diet, and then gradually cut out meat, mostly because of environmental and ethical reasons, because poor little animals, they're so cuddly, why would you want to eat them? So,
I don't know.
I don't know. And actually I discovered that I like the food better without the meat, because the meat is so overpowering to the flavor, and I can use more spices, and I can taste more vegetables, and I just feel better now that I've stopped eating meat. Like I have more energy. It's amazing. I have more energy. And cutting out dairy, I lost 10 pounds. 10 pounds. Just by cutting out dairy. Those grilled cheese sandwiches. Also, when you're eating 2 of them at 10 o'clock at night, it's probably not a good idea. But I was doing that.
With white bread.
Probably white, yeah. Yeah, white bread. 3 pieces of cheese. Not with ketchup, because only weirdo Dutch people do that.
But how does it work with your family?
My kids are not vegan. They are conscious about the fact that they're eating meat, but I don't tell them what they can and can't eat. If they want to eat meat, then they can eat meat. My son is starting to come around. He's always asking me, does this have animal in it? Is this animal?
Does this
have animal in? Does this have animal in? And I'm yes or no. And he makes the decision whether or not he wants to eat it. And if I'm offering him a valid vegan alternative, he'll eat it. But if there's no vegan alternative, then he won't eat it. And he hates vegan cheese, so this is a problem. But he likes like the vegan sausages and stuff like that.
Yeah, now we can get like chicken nuggets that are vegan there.
And they're delicious.
They taste the same. It's
It tastes
weird.
the same.
It blows up my brain basically because it takes like. Look at this hot avocado. Oh, that's cute.
So what about you? How did you start your vegan adventure?
It was over 3 years ago when my little son got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. The doctor basically said he will have insulin for life, that there's nothing we can do to help help him with that. So, I was like, yeah, I'm sure there is something. So I started reading about things we can do at home to generally improve health. Major thing that popped out was the diet. So I started reading about the nutrition. I read 15 books, and all of them suggested either going on a full plant-based diet or 95%, and this is supposed to reverse some of like heart diseases, cholesterol issues, lots of different problems. And there was lots of documentaries about it, like forks over knives, food choices, and it's like, okay, if it's so simple just to switch the food, why don't we try it? And everyone was on board, and the kids were, the little one was just under 2, the other one was 4, and you want to have something here?
Yeah, I have nothing to try.
Oh, maybe just might put this on.
Yeah.
We need a spoon. I just realized we don't have a spoon. Sorry. I'm back. So about the diet, so we decided to give it a try. So within the next few months, we're gonna try to slowly decrease animal product consumption. So we started with giving up meat from 5 days a week to 2 times a week, and then the next week we will try to have one less meal. So we ended up with having once a week, every few weeks, and then dairy came up immediately because in the meantime I did some tests, and it turned out I'm lactose intolerant, and so is my older son. And he had really bad eczema since he was 9 months old, which is when he started drinking formula, which is cowboy's formula. That's what we were giving him. And no one ever connected eczema with drinking cow's milk. So then we decided to cut it off. And in a few days, his eczema cleared up. And my blood results suggested that I have lactose intolerance, and I have lots of headaches in the past. We're just getting a lot of sick days quite often and quite heavy, and we gave up dairy, and it seems to be one of the major improvements.
Wow.
And on the top of that, try to cut out or minimize the junk food, which is white sugar, white flour, processed food from the shop. Just as a general, as a healthier approach. But so within 3 months, we were completely off meat, fish, dairy. The eggs were the last thing, because we actually used to eat a lot of eggs, probably every day, even a few times a day. But in the meantime, I was actually watching some of the documentaries about animal cruelty, and it's just there was some images that I seen and just click in my head, and suddenly the eggs just tasted awful for me.
Yeah.
And I remember I boiled 3 eggs for myself and my son, the little one. He loved eggs, and I just couldn't swallow it, so I gave it all to him, and he was like, So since then it was so easy.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you like to hand me the mustard and stuff, and I'll start the dressing?
Sure. So we have mustard for the dressing, we have maple syrup, and I usually put lemon. You also put lemon in?
Yeah. So I'm doing mustard, maple syrup, and lemon, and that's it, and a quick sauce.
Yeah.
And it's delicious. Yeah, that's done.
Cool.
Is that enough?
I just wanna. Oh, I'm just making a mess with the chicken, but it's fine. I'm just gonna quickly roast some walnuts because I love crunch. So, and I just dropped a walnut. You can see that later.
That's fine.
I like crunchy things on the top of
It's
my.
nice to have the different textures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either roasted walnuts or sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds. I like that.
I love pumpkin seeds, but not enough to actually clean them out of a pumpkin.
Oh no, I just
Oh, no.
yeah.
Oh, no.
And I just have some chickpeas.
No. I'm
So
far
we have
too
chickpeas here.
lazy for that.
You have to try that.
Yeah. Oh, really nice. I like the texture.
Yeah.
Really soft.
And I just stepped on a chickpea. Hold on.
Man down. Chickpea down. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. It's fine. We're just gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break. We're just gonna take a break. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's hot. That's good. Cool. So, you have put beautiful
I
spinach
put the
here.
spinach in.
You know what I always do with the spinach? Put lemon juice on it. Do you want some?
Sure.
Because lemon juice helps absorb the iron from the spinach.
I did not know that.
It's a golden tip.
Good tip.
So whenever you make a spinach smoothie, always add banana.
Well, that too.
No, yes, but lemon juice or orange juice because it's vitamin C.
I had no idea.
Yes. Maybe you've been absorbing iron wrong. No, it's fine. Yeah. There is a lot of vitamin C in the other foods, so we would still get it. The combination is just, yeah, not that day. Lemon makes everything better.
Lemon is delicious.
So, this is quite messy, but it's cool. I was like, what is this? Walnuts. Okay, so this is quinoa. We're gonna put on the side.
Yeah.
I want more. Because quinoa and chickpeas, any plant protein is a full protein, like complete protein it's called. So if you mix quinoa beans or whatever, it's like give you complete protein.
I did.
Just like meat would,
Just like meat,
yeah,
but without the death.
without the death.
So win-win.
Yeah. Is that enough?
I think that's enough for me.
Put salt or pepper on it?
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
we do it later.
We'll do it later.
Yeah.
You
So
want coriander?
are we going like rainbow wise or just green and then the rest?
Why don't you make yours how you would make yours, and I'll do mine, and then we'll compare.
Alright.
Because mine is usually not pretty.
I like pretty balls. I eat with my eyes and I do that a lot. We actually put makeup today.
I did.
It's a very special day because the first video. Don't expect makeup and clothes. I want to say clothing.
Clothing. Expect clothing. This is not that kind of a YouTube channel.
Like not like a
Calm down.
clothing. Yeah,
Calm down. We will be wearing clothes.
It's not gonna go wrong. It may go wrong. Oh, chickpeas! Yes. Let's put some chickpeas
Let's
on.
put some chickpeas on there.
Oh, we have spoon.
I'm gonna use a spoon that I've been using for everything. I did not lick it. I'm just gonna sprinkle. See, look at me. Sprinkle.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with my layers. What?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just starting with myself, just so.
That's fine. That's.
I wish I had a dog.
They're handy for this sort of thing, actually.
Is that enough nuts for you?
That's plenty.
So,
And then.
and then the dressing. You can just go crazy. Anyway,
Is it 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Because you can do everything
You can do
within the
everything.
time when you cook quinoa.
Yeah. Sorry, we're looking at here.
We're
Because you can do
looking at
everything
each
when
other.
you're doing the quinoa. Or you can do a big batch of quinoa on Monday and stick it in the fridge.
Meal
and-
prep.
Meal prep.
We should video that.
We should.
Like meal prep for the week, so you have like quinoa for every day.
For every day.
And
all
you
the
can
quinoa.
cook all the beans that you want and just put it in separate containers. We're gonna. If you want to see and find out more about what we're up to and what we're gonna be cooking, it's gonna be basically mostly involved cooking and eating healthy and vegan.
Mm-hmm. No.
That's what we're gonna be.
Mm.
And we're gonna probably show you around what we're up to on a daily basis. When we're gonna try to do vlogging.
At some point. Don't get too excited though. Might just
Yeah,
be a little-
I'm scared.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Bye.
Thanks. Oh, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.